Hello, welcome to my videos and my blog. In this time, I'm going to talk about the NFL 2023 season, the week 16, my prediction. Where today let's start the week 16 with a great game where the Los Angeles Rams will receive the New Orleans Saints. and in Los Angeles, Inglewood, and the SoFi Stadium in 2015 start time. This is a great game with some implication because in this moment the both teams have the same record 7-7, and both teams want to qualify to the playoffs. In this moment, the Rams are in the seventh place, the last wild card place, and the Saints are in the ninth place. So both teams need to win to keep possibilities. In my opinion, in this moment, the Rams are a better team than the Saints, and they will have an advantage because they will play in home, and because both teams won the last game. This will be a tremendous game. So I think this will be a close game. I think this game will be defined by 1 or 3 point difference, and the most probably is that this game will be defined in the last play of the game. So I think that the Rams will win this game. The next Saturday again we'll have another games. This time we'll have two games. The first game the next Saturday we'll play again my Steelers against the Cincinnati Bengals. Again, the both teams played the last Saturday, and Pittsburgh, and sorry, and 60-30 Eastern time. Remember that the Steelers lost the last Saturday against the Colts, and the most probably is they are gonna to be eliminated because now they need to win the rest of the three games that they have. The remaining three games that they have, and with some combination. And the worst news is that they are playing a very bad football and they are not gonna to qualify. And Cincinnati in this moment they are in the playoffs. In this moment, Cincinnati are in the sixth set in the AFC. They just need to win to 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 be in playoffs. And how I tell you, in this moment, the Pittsburgh are in the 10th place. They need to win and with some combination, but this looks difficult. Remember that this game was played in the week 5, where surprisingly the Steelers defeated 16-10 the Bengals and Cincinnati. To be honest, I don't know how the Steelers are gonna to win. I think that the Bengals will win this game, and I think this will be an easy game for the Bengals. Of course, when there is a divisional game, there is nothing easy. So I think that the Bengals will win this game by 10 or 40 point difference. And I think that officially, I think the in the end of the week, I think that the Steelers will be eliminated. And in the second game of the Saturday, the Los Angeles Chargers will receive the Buffalo Bills and Inglewood, Los Angeles in Inglewood in the SoFi Stadium, and 20 o'clock Eastern time. The Chargers were humiliated the last week, where they lost 60. They lost 21-63. They were humiliated, and they were losing 0 to 42 in the end of the halftime. For this humiliate and embarrassing loss, the Sharkers fire is head coach and general manager. And the Bills, they didn't have any problem. They defeated and humiliated the Dallas Cowboys 31-10, and they are in the fight to enter the playoffs. In this moment, the Bills are in the ninth place, are in the bubble. They need to win, and so wait that the Colts, Bengals, and Texas don't win. So with the victory, they are going to sleep in playoffs in the end of the week. And the Sharkers, I think that with this loss, they are going to be eliminated. So I don't see how the Chargers are going to stop the Bills and how they are going to produce points. So I think that the Bills are going to have an easy game, and they will win this game easily, and they will win this game by 14 or more point difference. And in the games that will start the next Sunday, in the Christmas Eve, in the first schedule in the 30 o'clock Eastern time, the 13 o'clock Eastern time, sorry, the New York Jets will play against the Washington Commanders. These both teams lost the last week, and both teams officially are eliminated from this competition. So that there is not much to say in this game. So I think that I don't know if this will be a funny game because both teams are eliminated. So I think that the Jets will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference. And in another game, an divisional game, the Minnesota Vikings will receive the Detroit Lions and Minnesota. And Minnesota. This is a divisional game. This is a very interesting game. The Vikings in this moment are in playoffs. They are the sixth set, and they need to keep winning to stay in the playoff zone in the end of the week. And the Lions, with a victory, they are the leader of the NFC North, and they need to win. I think that with this victory, they will qualify to the playoffs, and they will win the NFC North. So this will be a complicated way because both teams need the victories, especially the Vikings. But I think that in this moment the Lions are a better team than the Vikings, and I think that the Lions will win this game by 10 or more point difference. And another great game, the Houston Texans will receive the Cleveland Browns and Houston. The last week, both teams won their games. The Texans won it in overtime against the Titans, and the Browns had a complicated game against the Bears. I didn't expect that, but they in the end won the game. They could have lost this game because the Bears had a Hail Mary, and the Bears almost caught the ball, but they didn't, and the Browns won that game. In this moment, the Texans are in the bubble. They need to win and wait some combination to qualify to the playoffs. And the Browns are almost there. They are in the fifth set. They are the best wild card, and I think that with the victory, they are gonna almost qualify to the playoffs. So this will be a very close game, as most because it looks like that for second consecutive week, the Houston Texas starting quarterback CJ Stroud is not gonna to play because he's in the concussion protocol. So this will be a very hard loss for the game. So I think this will be a very close game, but in the end, the Cleveland Browns will win this game because they have better team, better quarterback. Joe Flacco, remember that he's not the starting quarterback. The Cleveland Browns starting quarterback was injured and he's out all for the rest of the season. So I think that the Browns will win this game by 3 or 7 point difference and qualify to the playoffs. And I think that with this loss, maybe the Texans will miss the playoffs again this year. And another game, a very good game. The Carolina Panthers will receive the Green Bay and Carolina. The Panthers are eliminated, where they were the first team eliminated from the competition, and the Packers need to win because it looks like that they're gonna to be eliminated. The Green Bay Packers have two consecutive losses, back-to-back losses, and it looks like that they are not going to qualify to the playoffs. I think that in this game, the Packers will win this game by 10 or 17 point difference, but in the end, it's not going to be enough because you can see that the another team, the Seattle Seahawks, the Saints, and the Rams and the Vikings have better record than the Packers, and they are going to be eliminated. In another game, the Tennessee Titans will receive the Seattle Seahawks, and Nashville, Tennessee, they think so. The Tennessee Titans are eliminated from this competition because they lost the last week against the Texans in overtime, and the Seattle Seahawks surprisingly they defeated the runner-up team the last Super Bowl, the Eagles, where they won 2017 in the Monday Night Football. In this moment, the Seattle Seahawks are in the bubble in the 8th place, waiting to enter to the playoffs. They need to win and wait some combinations to enter to the playoffs. Way that the Vikings and the Rams lost their game to sleep in the playoff zone in the end of the week. This will be a close game, but in the end, I think that the Seattle Seahawks will win this game by 1 or 2 point difference, and I think that this game will be defined in the last play of the game. In another game, the Falcons will receive the Indianapolis Colts and Atlanta. The Falcons the last week lost surprisingly against the Panthers. Maybe with this loss, they are not going to qualify to the playoffs because they need to win and with some combination that other teams lost to qualify. The only one of another option, sorry, to qualify will be to win this division, but it looks complicated because the Saints and the Buccaneers have better record than them, And the Colts, the last week they defeated my favorite team, the Steelers, and they are the seventh set in the AFC conference. They need to win to sleep or to be in playoff zone in the end of the week. I think that this will be a close game, but in the end, the Colts are playing a very great football in the last 4 or 5 games, and I think that the Colts will win this game by 10 or 40 point difference. And the games that will start in the second shift in the 15:05 start time and 15:25 start time, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will receive the Jacksonville Jaguars and Tampa. The Buccaneers defeated the last week the Green Bay Packers, and the Jaguars lost against the Ravens the last week. And with this loss, the Jaguars have 3 consecutive losses, and if they lost, they could lose in the NFC AFC South lead the first place, and maybe to be out of the playoffs in the end of the week. So in this moment, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are leading the NFC South. They just need to win the three remaining games and qualify to the playoffs, or maybe they could qualify as a wild card. But I think that they could qualify. They will qualify. They will qualify, winning the NFC South. And the Jaguars, I know they are not playing a very great football in December, but in my opinion, in this moment, this will be a very close game. But I think that the Jaguars are a better team than the Buccaneers. This will be a very close game because the Buccaneers are playing a very great football. But I think that the Jaguars will cut his 3 consecutive losses, and the Jaguars will win this game. But this will be a very close game, and I think that this game will be defined in the last play of the game or in overtime, and the Jaguars will win this game between 1 point or 3 point difference. And I think one of the best game of the second best game of the week, the Miami Dolphins will receive the Dallas Cowboys and Miami. Remember, the Dolphins didn't have any problem where they blow out the shoot out the Jets. They won the game 30-0, and the Dallas Cowboys were humiliated by the Buffalo Bills, and they lost 10-31. But because some combination, the Dallas Cowboys qualified to the playoffs, and the Dallas Cowboys lost the first place in the NFC East, but because the Eagles lost this last Monday Night Football, they recovered the fifth place in the NFC East. And the Miami Dolphins are in the second set in the AFC. They are gonna to qualify. I think that if they win this week, they are gonna to win the AFC East, and they will qualify to the playoffs. This will be a great game. But something important happened that yesterday, where in Miami Dolphins, the Miami Dolphins offense line didn't train, and maybe they are not going to play in the next Sunday. Let's see what happens. But if the Miami Dolphins starting offense line don't play, maybe the Cowboys are going to have an easy game. I think that this will be a great game, a close game, because both teams have the same record. They have the same football level. I think this will be a close game, but in the end, I think because the Miami Dolphins will play in home, the Miami Dolphins will win this game by 1 or 3 point difference, and I think that this game will be defined in the last play of the game. And a very ugly game. The Chicago Bears will receive the Arizona Cardinals. Both teams lost the last week. The Chicago Bears are almost eliminated. I think that if they lost this week, they are going to be eliminated, and the Cardinals are eliminated. So there is not much to say about this. So I think that the Bears will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference. And in the Sunday night football, the Denver Broncos will receive the New England Patriots and Denver. The Broncos lost the last week against the Detroit Lions. They were humiliated, and the New England Patriots lost against the Kansas City Chiefs. That game was closer than what expected. The Denver Broncos were playing a very great football in November, but they have 3 or 2 consecutive losses, and they are not going to qualify to the playoffs because they need to win they need to win the three remaining games and with some combination that these two teams, the Texans, the Bills, the Steelers, the Bengals, and the Colts don't win to qualify. So it looks like complicated, and the New England Patriots are eliminated. Are the worst team in the AFC conference and the second worst team in the league. So this will be a close game because remember that Bill Belichick there is a defense master, but in the end I think that the Broncos are better team than the Patriots, and the Broncos will win this game by 10 or 14-point difference. And in the Christmas Day, in the Monday, this Christmas Day, we'll have three games. The first one will be will be a divisional game. The Kansas City Chiefs will receive the Las Vegas Raiders and Kansas City and 30 p.m. Eastern time. Remember that the Chiefs, both teams won the last week. The Chiefs defeated the New England Patriots, and the Las Vegas Raiders had an easy game. They humiliated the Los Angeles Chargers in the Thursday Night Football, 63-21. The Chiefs in this moment are leading the AFC West. They are in the third place, and they are going to win it again and qualify to the playoffs. They are the reigning champion team. They have a record in 9-5. The Raiders, they are not going to qualify. That is very complicated because they need to win and with some combinations, so they're not going to qualify. And I think that if they lost this week, they're going to be eliminated. So remember that these both teams played the last week 12, where the Chiefs defeated 31-17 the Raiders. Remember that the Raiders were leading the game 17-0 in the halftime, but later the Chiefs, no, they were leading 14-0 in the first half, but later the Chiefs scored 31 points without answer. So I think that this will be a complicated game because it's a divisional game, but in the end, the Chiefs are a better team than the Raiders, and the Chiefs will win this game by 10 or 14-point difference. And the second game of the Christmas Day, the Philadelphia Eagles will receive the New York Giants in Philadelphia. Philadelphia had 3 consecutive losses, and the New York Giants lost the last week. The New York Giants are going to be eliminated, if not this week, the next week. And the Eagles qualify to the playoffs. In this moment, they are the fifth set in the NFC, and if they win the 3 remaining games, they are going to win the NFC East. This is a divisional game, and I know that the Philadelphia Eagles are not playing a very good football, but in the end, they are a better team than the New York Giants, and the Eagles will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference, and they will win for first time in December. And in the last game, the best game, this game will be played in 60:30 Eastern time, and the best game of the week, and maybe this could be a Super Bowl game. The 49ers will receive the Baltimore Ravens in San Francisco, and the Levi's Stadium, and 20:15 Eastern time. These both teams are the best team in the league in this moment. Both teams are leading the H conference. The Ravens in the AFC conference and the 49ers in the NFC conference. Both teams qualify to the playoffs. Both teams will win their division, and these both teams are the best team in each conference. And the Ravens have a record of 11-3, and the 49ers have the same record 11-3. This will be a tremendous game, and this will be an amazing Super Bowl in February. In my opinion, the 49ers are the best team in this moment in the league, and they are playing a tremendous football. And for me, are the favorite team to win the Super Bowl this year. This will be a very close game because both teams are playing better. I think that the 49ers are playing better because the 49ers have a good quarterback, a tremendous offense, a tremendous defense, and they are better than the Ravens. So I think this will be a close game, but in the end, the 49ers, because they have a better team and they will play in home, I think that the 49ers will win this game by 7 or 10 point difference, and they will send a message to the league. They are the favorite team to win this year the Super Bowl. So here was my opinion and my prediction about what I think is going to happen in the NFL 2023 season, Week 16. See you next video. Chibra.